I never thought I would face a moment like this. One so sharp, so gut-wrenching. It felt as if the world had shifted on its axis. For weeks, I had noticed subtle changes in my wife, Lauren, glances at her phone that lingered too long, sudden defensiveness over simple questions, late-night absences she claimed were work-related. That evening, she told me she was meeting an old friend, casual, offhand, as if it were nothing. But my instincts, sharpened by months of quiet suspicion, screamed that something far more dangerous was unfolding. A pit formed in my stomach with each passing minute, as if every second delay made the impending betrayal inevitable. I followed her that night, not with anger, but with a need to see the truth for myself. I arrived at the quiet downtown apartment, intimate yet deceptively ordinary, and then I saw them. Lauren laughed, leaning into him, completely at ease, the way his hand brushed hers, the casual intimacy between them. It sent a surge of panic through me. My chest tightened, my hands clenched, my throat went dry. I froze, unsure whether to storm and shout or run. Every instinct screamed confrontation. Yet a quiet, simmering resolve reminded me that control and silence would be far more powerful than any impulsive outburst. Her ex smiled confidently, assuming the night was unfolding exactly as he wanted. Lauren, meanwhile, was oblivious to the storm waiting outside the apartment door. My heart raced as I considered the precariousness of the situation. One wrong word, one misstep, and the evening could spiral into disaster. But I understood something vital. The moment I chose to act would define the rest of our lives. I waited until the timing was perfect, until my authority and control could assert themselves fully, leaving no room for misunderstanding. When I finally stepped inside, I moved deliberately, quietly, exuding calm authority that demanded attention without a word. Lauren's head turned. Her eyes widened, as if the air itself had shifted, as if the world had paused. There was no yelling, no dramatic confrontation, no storm of anger, only the calm, measured presence of someone who knew exactly what needed to happen. Then I spoke, low, steady, deliberate. 2 words that carried all my intention. Stop now. It was brief, but the effect was immediate. Her ex froze mid-smile, caught off guard. Lauren's laughter faltered and died. The transformation on her face was instant. Shock, disbelief, fear, all shattering the confident mask she had worn for weeks. Her eyes searched mine, frantically seeking an explanation, an argument, anything to reverse the weight of that simple phrase. In that moment, the full gravity of her choices reflected back at her, unfiltered and undeniable. The game she thought she was playing was over. Her ex understood immediately as well. The confidence guiding his actions vanished, replaced by hesitation and uncertainty. My calm authority, expressed in 2 simple words, had erased every expectation he had held about the night. For the first time, Lauren had to confront the consequences of her actions without distraction or manipulation. Her panic was palpable. The thrill she had sought vanished, replaced by gnawing fear, a realization that she had crossed a line she wasn't prepared to face. Her attempts to explain, justify, or laugh off what almost happened met with silence. In that quiet, the truth weighed heavier than any words could. I didn't yell, threaten, or demand explanations. I simply stood there, letting her feel the full gravity of her actions, letting her see that no charm, excuse, or deflection could undo the power of the moment. Her pride faltered, replaced by vulnerability, regret, and a deep, sobering sense of responsibility for her choices. Minutes stretched into eternity under the weight of the evening. Her ex retreated, realizing his presence was no longer welcome. Lauren's focus shifted entirely to me. Trembling, a mix of fear, shame, and awe. Those 2 simple words, stop now, had dismantled her plans, halted the night, and forced her to face the reality of her intentions. She finally understood that actions have consequences, and boundaries exist for a reason. Gradually, the tension eased as Lauren absorbed the lesson. She had flirted with danger, tested limits, and underestimated both me and the strength of our relationship. Her humility became evident. In the tremor of her voice, the hesitant apology she murmured, the tears that welled unbidden in her eyes. She had learned a lesson words alone could never convey. I realized that trust, once tested, can only be rebuilt through moments like this. Moment of clarity, authority, and undeniable presence. That night became a turning point in our marriage. What could have been a catastrophic betrayal transformed into a defining lesson about trust, boundaries, and consequences. Those two quiet words stopped everything, shattered illusions, and left Lauren humbled, aware, and deeply shaken. We walked home together, the night heavy with reflection and understanding. Both of us knew that what had almost been lost was now stronger than ever. In that silence, in that calm authority, our relationship had been tested, challenged, and ultimately reaffirmed. And I knew that neither fear nor temptation could ever undo what we had rebuilt.